Routine generally is a very helpful tool that helps children settle in, and it reduces frustration between adults and toddlers or even children generally. Creating a routine just helps program the child's mind to know what is expected of him or her next, and then they kind of are more receptive to doing those activities than not. And sleep is one of those things that routine helps in like adjusting. And we all know that sleep is one major issue when it comes to bringing up a child from little, especially when they are smaller. So are you having any challenge with helping your child settle into sleep, or even making them sleep on time and all of that sleep issues? Then I think some of the tips I'll be sharing in this video will be helpful to you, so please hang on. Hi everyone, I'm Adebanjo Faith. A quick disclaimer: I am not a sleep specialist or a sleep therapist or any of that. I'm just a mom of two, 4-year-old, 2-year-old, who have tried and experimented with lots of things, and has worked, some has failed, and I'm here to share a few tips that have worked and are still working even up till now. So let's just go right into it. So the first thing that helps in helping a child develop a sleep routine is having a fixed time for sleep. You can't just leave your child to play around until they are tired and fall asleep. We all know that they don't get tired easily. Some children do, but most times it is not so productive. So having a sleep time helps a lot. And this is the advantage. It helps your child, especially if you calculate it properly, to get the required amount of sleep that they need in a day. And we all know that sleep is very helpful and important for the development of a child. They'll be less cranky if you notice when they sleep better. I don't know if you've noticed that. So having a fixed time for their sleep, you could just calculate. For instance, how old is your child? You can just Google, okay, what is the required amount of sleep for so age. That could just help. For instance, in my own home, since I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, I just roughly round up to 10 hours, that both of them at least must have 10 hours of sleep all together. Especially at night, I try to even make that 10 hours full at night, because sometimes they might not sleep during the day. Now, having 10 hours fixed, I have calculated it that since we wake up 6 o'clock every day, or between 5:30 and 6, I would calculate that if they sleep by 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they get to sleep 10 hours roughly. So most times that means my children at night sleep roughly 9 hours every day, because that time might not be fixed. I could wake them up 5:30, I could wake them 5:45, or before 6. And sometimes they don't sleep 8 on the dot, they sleep maybe 8:30 most times, or thereabouts. And if they get to sleep in the afternoon, in fact afternoon to evening is worse, they would sleep maybe 10 or 11, which leads me to still having a fixed time, looking at their time in the afternoon. So if your child attends school, just be sure, especially if it's a very good school that have a very solid routine for children, be sure that they will sleep at least an hour in school. If your child is below the age of 5, but above 5, sorry, they wouldn't. In fact, between 4 and 5, in the school I teach, they don't sleep again, because they're preparing for year 1, and in year 1 you don't get to sleep. So, but if your child does not attend school, or maybe weekends or holidays, then it's good to also consider their afternoon sleep or afternoon nap also into this. If they sleep later during the day, it affects the time they sleep at night. So you don't expect your child to sleep 3 p.m. or let me even say 4 p.m. and wake up 6 p.m. in the evening, and then still expect them to sleep at 8. It won't work. So you see that these are factors that you have to put in place to help your child develop a nice sleep routine. So right now we are on holidays at the time of recording this video. We just had this meeting break, and I have decided that our sleep routine has to be back in check, especially for afternoon. Our night one has been quite consistent. So for afternoon, I have decided that 12 p.m. I am going to set them to sleep. Between 12 and 1, at least they should try and sleep, fall asleep within that time. Do you understand? And roughly when they sleep in the afternoon, they sleep 1 hour, plus or minus. So if they sleep that early during the day, it will still be easy for me to put them to bed at night at 8:30, and then they can still fall asleep easily. Do you understand? So these are things you have to just put in place. And one key point is being consistent with this time shift. Be very consistent with it. It helps. Even even you as adults, if you start waking up 4 a.m. every day, your body automatically by 3:58 you're already getting to wake up, or 4 on the dot. So it also works like that for children, because they are sensitive to order. So if you've not seen that video, please just check it out. Sensitivity to order. Now I would chip this in as the second point. Do some activities and make those activities consistent, that helps them know it's time to sleep. So our sleep routine, it's very simple. The points I am sharing are simple steps, nothing tedious, no extra thing. But make sure that they know that after this is this, and once you see that we are doing this, it means it's time to sleep. So their brain will be telling them, oh, okay, it's time to sleep. Mom is turning off the light, it's time to sleep. Or we are taking a shower, it's time to sleep. Or we're doing our night devotion, okay, it's time to sleep. Or we're reading bedtime story, that means it's time to sleep. Do you understand? Just make sure the activities are consistent and following in order, so that the child knows that it is time to sleep. The third point I'll be sharing here is that you wind down all the activities in the home. One of the things that makes children struggle with sleep is that they feel like they are missing out. They will miss out on what is going on in the sitting room, for instance. So you cannot be having loud music or film, action film in the television, or even their CoComelon still playing, or all of that. And then you are saying, oh yeah, come and sleep. They will not, because they feel like they are missing out. Or maybe even adults gisting loudly. Wind down the activities in the home. It helps greatly, because everywhere will be quiet, everywhere will be low, everything will be calming down. All the activities shall calm down, you understand? And somehow you all know that, okay, it is time to sleep. Kind of. Wind down, turn off the TV. Their tablets, their phones, their devices, screens, take it all out, and they will know that, okay, it is time to sleep. And this also helps even younger children. And when I mean younger, I mean children who are even less than 1 and maybe 1 upwards. It just helps generally. Wind down the activities of the home. The fourth point is take a shower. So because our own routine, this differs. I'll be giving you the 2 scenarios. First scenario is if you are on holiday, or you just prefer to shower your child at night just before bed, then this works. So you don't take a shower for the child immediately the child is back from school. Or you are maybe homeschooling your child, or your child is just at home with you, then this works. So take their bath. And I would like to now point out that all your bedtime routine should start from a certain time. So I said if you want your child to fall asleep to sleep by 8, right, you'd have calculated it based on when the child will wake up. So it does not now mean that it's that 8 that you start putting that child to sleep. That you start your bedtime routine. Your bedtime routine should start with 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or even an hour before that time, so that all the dragging, it all comes to an end by that time that you have set for them to sleep. So for us in this home, I try to make it 30 minutes before. So from 7:30 we are starting our bedtime routine, and most times my girls fall asleep 8:30, really, because by 8 we are still trying to say shh, don't talk, shh, everybody. And then we hold these prayers every day by 10 for our children for 10 minutes. So at that time I play that song, I play that prayer. I connect, we call ourselves on that platform and we pray. So they're listening to our prayers, or they join us sometimes, and that is by 8. So I'm sure my girls fall asleep most times around 8:30, and I start my bedtime routine at 7. So it is good to just fix a time before for your bedtime routine to start. I hope that was clear enough. So back to taking a shower. If you are going to be doing that, then your bedtime routine will start maybe at 7:30 or at a particular time, and then you take a shower for the child. Do you understand? And most times I advise that it's good to take a shower for your child at night, every night. If you don't do it, please start. For me, night shower is even more, it's even more important than the day shower, because if you're taking your child's bath in the morning before school, it helps to maybe make the face brighter and all of that. But where is the dirt that you're washing? The child did not play on bed. They said the child maybe wearied or sweated, right? But your child going to school, if I even the child not go to school safe, they've played and all of that in the night. Their sticky body, dirty hand, all of that they will use to sleep. So it's good to just shower them properly, like have proper bath at night, and then before they sleep. Which leads me to my 5th point. Read a book, bedtime story, or even your night devotion while they are in bed. Now remember, previously I mentioned that we have a prayer we hold for our children every single day at 8 p.m. So while I make sure that all of these our bathing and all of that has started before 8, so that by 8 we are on the bed and I connect to the prayers. So you see that they are all lying down, we are praying, I started singing a song and they join me to sing and all, so their bodies are calming down. So if you can fathom your family devotion around that time, where maybe yourself, your spouse, all of you will settle in their room while they are on the bed, and we all pray and then you sleep. Or alternatively, if you already have a fixed family devotion time, you could read a book to them while they're in bed. So the point is, you're doing something actively, you are there, they're listening, a book, a Bible story, something, and they're there. So their body is calming down, it's relaxing, and they're listening to you. They're not doing any other thing but listening. And trust me, most times they just get to start to shut their eyes, especially if they're so tired from the day's activity. The 6th point is, please turn off the light. Sometimes for me, if we're not reading the book, that light is already off by the time we are already taking our baths. Dressing up or something. And if you're going to read a book, you could use your phone torchlight so that the whole place is not so bright. Do you get? But if it's that bright, just turn off the light. Once it's time to sleep, turn off the light. Generally, when the child sees that there is no light anywhere, they will fall asleep. This even still works for me yesterday night. We had taken our bath. I allowed them to go downstairs because, of course, today there's no school today. So they were still playing with their Legos as at past 8 and all of that. And they had not slept during the day. So this one is not a matter of they had slept. If they had slept during the day, I would have allowed them play more into 9 p.m. or 9:30, because it does not make sense forcing them to sleep when they just slept. So they didn't sleep during the day. There was nothing. And I asked my husband to please kindly help us turn off the light. We were watching a Mount Zion movie, and since the light was off, we told them, please pack up your Legos, put it on the table. And all of them were now, it was like, so what do you want us to do? Please come and lie down beside me. And that was it. My second daughter slept. The second one also took the same position that my first daughter took the same position of my first daughter and also slept. So turning off the lights works like magic. Turn off the lights. Just turn the lights. And the last point is say good night. Say good night. That's just it. Say good night. And that is it. Everybody face the wall. There's no light for you to play. There's no activity. Sometimes they might say, I want to drink water, I want to all of that. It is time to sleep. So everything anybody wants to do, you should have done it before the bedtime routine starts. And just be strict with the fact that it is time to sleep, and they should all be quiet. You can remain with them in the room, or you can leave depending on how old they are, or if they are already independent sleepers, right? And this leads me to the point, or the fact that I would like you to just watch out for my next video, if it is not out already by the time you're seeing this video, about helping a child sleep independently. And that's why I decided to record the sleep routine video first before independent sleeping, because if there's no sleep routine, it's going to be more terrible helping your child sleep independently. So please watch out for that video if it's not out yet, or if it's out, just check out my my videos in my playlist for that video. Thank you so much if you stayed till the very end of this video. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much to all who have subscribed already. Please share your comments, especially tips that you have used to help your child sleep on time. Your own sleep routine. Please share it with us. And if you have any question regarding this, please do well to also drop it in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying, and see you in my next video. Bye.